Name's Lattimore from the east side of Athens, and I'm 2-0 right now. Got me into boxing initially. My mama put me into boxing. She got tired of me fighting, and she first brought me in there when I was 12 years old, because she said, if you want to be outside fighting, I'm going to give you something to fight about, or put you somewhere where you can get all that fighting frustration out. Growing up, I fought a lot, just because people used to pick on me. People used to kick me out of the bunch. You get tired of people poking on you, you got to start poking back. So I first got into boxing because all I did was just fight. My upbringing was better than most people's. I was blessed to have my mama and my daddy. Most people ain't got that. Due to my mama being the hustler that she is, she made a way for everybody. You know, we ain't have everything perfect, but we had love in the household. So I grew up in a humble household, from the country, from being over here to just being in a loving household. You know, everything ain't perfect, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Be thankful for what you got. I'm thankful for what I got. Like I said, I was blessed to have more than most kids anywhere. So I don't take nothing I got for granted. I was a dumbass kid in my perspective, because I didn't know a lot of the blessings that I had right in front of me. But it took for me to get older, for me to see a lot more about life, and for me to look at it from different perspectives. I was nervous as fuck. I was nervous as hell. And nobody probably would know that just by me and my demeanor, but I was nervous as shit. I'm not gonna say I was scared, because I done been in situations to where I've tried to prepare myself for that, but every boxer knows and every fighter knows you'll never be able to just outrun the fear. The day before the fight, the week before the fight, it was a slew of emotions. It was like, what if I get hit and people start booing me? What if I don't perform properly? What if I don't execute what I know? Everything that you can assume I was thinking it, even up to the day of the fight. It got to a point where I made peace with my maker, if that makes sense. I sat in the car, and then what up? I sat in the car because I was fasting my first fight. So that's another thing. I fasted my first fight. I didn't have no solid foods. It was just liquid. I had nothing but water and some smoothies. I was just in the state of mind and just, we here. This is it. There's no running from this. There's no running back. It is what it is. And I just sat there in that car for the amount of hours, because I was the last fight. I sat there and I just kept envisioning my hand getting raised. I kept envisioning the belt coming to me, because it was a belt fight. I just kept envisioning it. And still slightly nervous, but still just envisioning it. I didn't know who my opponent was. I didn't care who he was. I just had it in my head, he gonna have to go through me. Because in this moment, I gotta go through him to get what the fuck I want. I don't give a fuck how hard it get, how dirty it get. I'm coming home with that fucking belt. I was nervous just like anybody else would be, but that nervousness didn't stop me from putting belt to ass to that boy. Shout out to you, cuz, if you watch this shit, but no hard feelings. But you was in my way, player. I had to put you down. Leading up to it, my granddaddy was in the hospital. It gave me more of a battery in my back to say, definitely just ain't for me. And I know how cliche that shit may sound, but like literally, it's not just for me. Because when you get to that point where that fatigue hits you, and your muscles start to feel heavy, you stop moving as fast, something else has to kick in again. And with me, it's literally just that other part of that dog, other part of that pain that I need to put in my back. It was one night I remember specifically where it's the night he went into the hospital. The night he went into the hospital, I remember I was on my way here actually, and my sister called me. No, they put us in a group text, and they told me my granddad was in the hospital. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I'm finna come to the gym, get some rounds in, I'm gonna shoot to the hospital. Probably 7 minutes before I pulled up here, I got a text message that said, Granddaddy had specifically asked for you. Like he specifically asked to see me. And in my head, the worst started going on, because I don't know why he in the hospital. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why is he specifically asking for me. In my head, I'm like, this might be my last moment with my granddaddy. This may be some shit that would turn for the, I don't know what I'm thinking. But now in my head, it goes from me being, all right, I'm gonna leave the gym after I spar, to, do I go spar, get some work, better myself, and prepare myself for this fight, or drop everything and go see about my family? And with most people, they'll be like, immediately, I'm dropping to go see family. I wanted to do that. I kid you not, I truly wanted to do that. But I was in a tear between, if I don't get better, I won't be nothing for my family. So I said, all right, what can I do to find a good medium in between? I said, even if I just go in there and get 1 round and then dip out, that'll still contribute to my journey, contribute to my work, and I can still go see him. So that's exactly what the fuck I did. I rushed in here, I ran into the front, checked myself in, asked anybody who can give me some work. And shout out to Dre. Dre gave me some work that day. We got in 1 good round. After that round, I even left this bitch. I was still bloody because he popped me nose, my nose started bleeding and shit. I hopped in with my nose bleeding, hitting on the road, heading to the hospital, nose still bleeding. I got my pro wrap still on and everything. I walk up in the hospital, I still got my boxing gear on, still got my shoes on, tights, everything. I'm running into the hospital. We was at Piedmont, checked in. I'm rushing in there, moved past this lady that tried to stop me. I'm like, try to get the fuck out my way, bro. And she seen all my gear, so she did like a whole look. Security guard, he looked at me, he was like, you box? I'm like, hey, yeah, bro, I'm looking for my granddad. He was like, yes, sir. Just take you this way. I said, say less. So we got into the elevator, he looked at me again. How long you been boxing? I'm sitting looking like, motherfucker, I wonder if my granddaddy alive. You asking me about my life. You was a cool dude, but bro, I wasn't even trying to hear that shit at that time. But he was like, bro, you like it? Like, bro, yeah, I do. What floor we going to? Oh yeah, do. Let me walk you there. He walked me to the goddamn place, went in there, seen my family, seen my granddaddy, we talked, and just making a long story short, I had a lot of the stuff with my granddaddy in my head because he had an aneurysm, a brain aneurysm. His speech got impaired. Since then, his speech been impaired and he just working day by day. Just seen him the other day, but I hate being afraid. I hate being afraid. I hate feeling like something else has control over me. It just reminds me of being a kid, being scared all the time. And I just hate that fucking feeling. I'd rather get embarrassed, look bad, have a bad sparring day, everything that comes with this shit, than feel like I was afraid of somebody. That's why I never turned down anything that was in front of me. From whatever gym I was at. We can be in the hood, we can be in the nicest part of the gym. I'm not turning down nothing. That fear. Fear to me is false evidence appearing real. The only way to find true confidence is to learn how to overcome or accept the fact that fear comes with this shit. You can't have fear without bravery. You can't have bravery without fear. That's why I would go head first into it. It is what it is. If we die, we die. That's just my mentality going into it. If we die, we die. But at least we went out doing what we want the fuck to do. And to me, boxing is spiritual. Everyone else has their view about it. Some people in it for money, some people in it for publicity, some people in it for family. They got their own shit, bro. To me, boxing is spiritual. It get me closer to my creator. We all have our own connection to the creator. That's my way of showing my loyalty, showing my bravery, showing my trust. Because if I'm willing to put my life on the line for something, whatever the reward gonna be is gonna be. But that's how I find myself closer to him. Truly, my goal in boxing is to generally do something in this sport that nobody else has done. For one, I'm the best artist / boxer that you never heard of. Sound crazy, but it is what it is. I truly want to become a great boxer. If a championship comes, it comes. But I truly just want to be able to do this shit to teach my kids, bro. In all honesty. Now, when the money come from it, cool, beautiful. But I truly just want to teach my kids. The whole mentality. I want to be able to get every emotion within this shit to break it down to my babies. It's only going to make me a greater father and fighter by me going through what I got to go through now. I'm thinking 10, 15, 20 years ahead. I have to go through what I got to go through in order to do it for them. And once I'm finished with it, on to the next journey in my life. Like, boxing is just one part of it. This is just a stepping stone for what I truly want to do, which is just be an all-around warrior. I want to be a warrior in the garden instead of a garden in the war.
What's your message to your future opponents?
Fuck y'all. It ain't personal, but fuck you.